Hello, my mindful adventurers. I am well aware that the camera is crooked. We're just gonna go with it because, as you can see, I'm in the middle of a harvested field, so it's not exactly the most flat surface in the first place. So bear with me with this raw video footage of Jamila in her natural habitat. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not a big fan of this type of farming, but I mean, it pays bills, right? We actually rent. This is not. I mean, this is our land, but we rent the land out, so it's not like our crops or anything. Anyway, aside from that, so this week, this is your weekly dose of the blog post. I came up with that a couple minutes ago. I actually really like that. I think that's what I'm going to call these segments. Of course, I might do in the future. Other topics will come up. Other things will come up besides the weekly post, or maybe I feel like I'll need to do something else instead of a blog post summary. But for right now, the daily. I ain't coming out with no video every day. With a weekly post of the blog weekly. Now I'm forgetting it. The weekly dose of the blog post. So this week we talked about your inherent birthrights, and we're gonna talk about your inherent birthrights. So let me just get a thumbnail real quick. I'm just kidding. No. I'll figure something out. But anyway, so we're talking about your birthright as a human. I feel like every mortal creature on this planet has birthrights. I also believe in reincarnation. That's not what I'm talking about in this video, but if you don't like that, then don't watch my stuff. But I believe every creature, literally every creature that is alive, including the plants. I'm not gonna rip out this plant right now because it's not necessary. I'm sorry, there is just like so many ants over here. A lot of ants. There's a lot of drone ants too, the ones that fly. It's crazy. But yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is we're talking about human birthrights. I'm sorry, I'm like so distracted today. There's like a lot of things going on. There's a bird flying, like a sparrow or something. I don't know. It might come into the camera or something. My dog's over here. He's looking around. I'm just today. I'm just everywhere. Kind of like last week, a little bit of everywhere. But anywho, so yeah, let's dive into it. Birthrights as a human being. So let's start with love, right? We all deserve love. Whether in plants, we give them love, give a sunlight, talk to them with love. We've seen MythBusters have done it. A lot of studies have come out. Like if you talk kindly to plants, they will perform better. Straight up. It's because of your, like I've said before, like your words are magic. Your words have power. The meaning, the intentions behind your words matter. Just saying shit to say shit. I'm sorry, you're not saying shit to say shit. You're saying shit, and it has a meaning. It has power to it. It has It just has stuff. It's got substance. It's not just like they're not just words. Like they have meanings. And talking to people with love and respect, and we deserve that as human beings. We deserve love. In in any capacity, honestly, love from strangers, love from friends, family members, from companions, from ourselves, especially from ourselves. Self-love is so important. And the way that you can express love to each other, there's so many different ways to express love. Like, I mean, there's like the 5 love languages, but we've found that there's actually like more intricate versions and more detailed love things out there. Sorry, I'm getting a sweat mustache. There's more than just the 5 love languages. There's different ways to express love. Some people like gifts, some people don't. Some people like to be told that, told affection. Told affection. Like to be told compliments, affirmation. There we go. Affirmation was the word I was looking for. Some people don't. Some people like acts of services. Some people like physical affection. Some people it's a combination of those. Some of those things it's people like to spend time with you. Some people like just sitting in a room with somebody, maybe being silent, not doing anything, being bored in their house together. You know what I mean? that could be a sign of, that could be a form of love. So like give love in a way that like one upholds your value of love, because golden rule, treat others how you like to be treated, goes for here too. I mean, of course, if you don't know the person, the physical affection thing might be weird. I know for me, I can't just like walk up to people and hug them. I'm always like, hug, no hug, and sometimes people be like, I'm a hugger, you know what I mean? So like, I'm like, cool, because I'm a hugger too. Um, but we all deserve love, and we all deserve to feel love, and to know what love feels like. And like, honestly, my heart goes out to the people who feel like they've never been loved, truly loved in their lives. And I know that eventually, at some point, maybe tomorrow, you'll experience love from someone or something. Like anything could, honestly, because like love is, I feel like love is everywhere. I feel like we live in love. If I'm going to be honest with you, the creator, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, is pure love. Like the highest vibration there is love, because within love so many things can happen, and there's so many things that like go along with love that we talk about. Love is blind. We talk about love has no boundaries. We talk about all kinds of stuff related to love. And to be honest, yeah, love is such a multifaceted thing. It's such a fantastic um feeling to have for other people, to experience, to be or enveloped in, and to feel. So love is one of those things that you just inherently, you're worthy of it. If you don't feel like you're worthy of love, like that's some bullshit. Like everybody deserves love. Everybody. Seriously, everybody. And you deserve love, you know? Especially if you don't feel like you deserve it. Let's talk about joy, right? Because joy is different from happiness, right? I had this teacher in high school. He told us um he doesn't like saying that he's happy, because you can be unhappy, but you can't be unjoyful. You can only be joyful. And he's like, so he always said, like, I'd rather be full of joy than happiness. And honestly, I totally get that. I totally get it. Like joy is something that's deep down. Like even like, it sounds weird, but even when I'm sad sometimes, or like I'm really down, like I still have joy, because it's like I'm alive. Like, there's a lot of things that are going on for me right now that like I can be happy about, even though I'm not in the situation that I want to be in, and there's a lot of things going on that I do not like. I can still have joy within myself. Like, I know I can come to myself for that joy, and we should be able to experience joy with other people as well. To express that, because when we express joy with other people, that kind of leads to loving other people, loving on other people, things of that nature. Um, so I believe that we should also be able to experience joy in a profound way that is deep and fulfilling, and that's just I just truly believe that. Um, because when you have joy, like there's something about joy that distinctly makes it different from happiness, and like I can be happy in the moment, but like I always have that joy. Like, how do I explain this that makes sense? I guess I could go back to the sadness like the sadness example. Like even if I'm like down or like a little, because sometimes I do get a little depressed. I used to have really bad depression when I was younger, and sometimes I still have like like I get like little bits of it every now and then. I feel like that has to do with my PMDD, honestly, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But even when like I can be like, even when I'm like, a little bit down, or like I'm like depressed a little bit, or I'm like having like days where it's like, or moments in time, moments during the days where I'm like kind of upset, like I still like have that joy, like I still feel like an overwhelming sense. It's like a lighthearted, not lighthearted, but like a uplifting like kind of feeling that it's just like you can just call on it and it's just there for you. I think that's the best way I can describe that, is like being able to like call on that uplifting feeling of joy, and it's there for you. It's something that you're able to cultivate and keep. And I feel like that also like stems from gratitude. So gratitude practices are very important. In a lot of different religions and spiritual practices, gratitude is very important, because when you're able to have gratitude, you're able to receive. And when you're able to openly receive, you're also like, I feel like it brings joy to your heart. Like, I've heard of studies, I've heard of people getting like extremely sick. I mean, like crazy sick. And their doctors tell them, like, hey, I want you to donate your stuff or give your stuff to people that you feel like needs it. And they, through that practice, hold on a second. Alright, come here. My dog. Come here. Let me rub them off you. He got the ants on him. Get your ants off. Alright, dude. Go find somewhere to chill. You can't see him. He's just that short. Anyway, but yeah. Oh no! He stepped in an ant pile. Oh, they're fire ants. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna move us somewhere else. All right, we moved. And you can see my dog now. And it's not as crooked. It's a little weird. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. It's talking about joy, finding joy within ourselves, right? Yeah. But yeah, when you're able to find joy within yourself, then you don't have to worry about like finding it without, a lot of these things I'm going to be talking about, and a lot of these things I talk about, like, we need to be doing these things for ourselves. And the other things on the list that I will be talking about, we also need to do things for ourselves. Like, the joy doesn't come from other people, it comes from inside. When you're able to have that joy inside of you, whew, I had to walk quite a bit. I don't, like, not crazy, but I had to walk. There was a lot of ant piles between here and there, and at least the ones that I'm next to aren't fire ants. They're just crazy sugar ants. They're like everywhere with the little, my basket, with the little wings. Yeah. But anywho, yeah. So finding joy within yourself is really important, because when you're able to find that, no one can take it away from you. And that's like the biggest thing, is like when you have self-love and like joy for yourself, like for real, like really, no one can take that away from you. Like, regardless of where you go, you'll always have it. Like, you'll always have that with you and for you. Like, it's not gonna just like leave you all of a sudden, unless, like, I don't know, something like major catastrophic happens, lose your memory, like maybe something extremely painful happens, and you may lose some things for a little bit, things leave and then they come back. Because I remember there's a period where I was like, someone was like, what makes you happy? And it really, that was the question of the century. I was like, what makes me happy? I don't even know. Like, it was to the point where I was like, I mean, this is when I was Christian, I was asking God, like, what makes me happy? I don't even know what makes me happy anymore. And then, I mean, I always got crazy dreams, so I always asked, like, can I have a dream of something that, that made me happy? Something that makes me happy. And, like, I'd get dreams that actually showed me, like, this is what, makes you happy. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'd be happy in the dreams, whatever, those kind of things, and of course, we're not talking about happiness, I'm talking about joy, things that bring me joy. And honestly, the things that he showed me, that version of God, showed me, like, yeah, those are things that bring me joy. My dog might start taking off. There's a bunch of vultures. I call them my friends, but he likes to chase them even though they're so far away and they're flying. Nah, he's just looking at them. We made eye contact. He's like, I'm not going over there. Anyway, so peace. Let's call peace. Keep the ball rolling. I have three more things after. No, four more things. Yeah. So peace. Having peace, like inner peace for yourself, like peace that it's like an inner peace for yourself, a peace that only you can provide. Like, honestly, like a peace just knowing, like, you are who you are. You've gotten to where you are because of the things that you've done, like, and just knowing that, like, right here in the moment is the most important thing for me. When I am trying to, like, find my inner peace, or like find that peace, or that part of me that embodies peace, I always remember, like, what's happening right here in this very moment is what should be happening. What I'm going through is what's meant to be, because my soul came here wanting to do things. It came here with the intention of learning. It came here wanting to learn how to deal with certain things, to grow and experience things, and just, you know, live life. And where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be anywhere else. This is where I'm at. And I find peace in that, because then I don't feel like, oh, I'm behind, or should be doing this, or I should be doing that, or, oh, look at my friends, they're getting married, having kids, getting houses. Like, and what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing. Plus, I know that my future. Hi, little ant. Can can you go somewhere? Okay. Um, the dragonflies are all around me right now, so you will probably see a couple dragonflies. They're gonna get these things because they like eating bugs. Anyway, but yeah, I know that my purpose is not the same as theirs. Like, I'm not meant to have kids right now. I'm not meant to be married and settled down right now. Sorry, settled down right now, because I know my hands kind of like blend in with the trees. I'm not supposed to be like settling down right now. I'm not supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be like doing this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, like showing up, making these videos, writing these blog posts, getting myself out there. I'm not, and I don't even promote my name like that. I'm literally just promoting a mindful adventure. And that brings me peace. That brings me immense peace, knowing that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I just need to keep doing it, because it's gonna bring me to where I need to be. And that just knowing that, I mean, of course, there's other things that I'm doing. I still gotta make money. I DoorDash, to like pay for things, and like to pay for things, pay for bills, all that stuff. But I know that this is going to bring me more fulfillment than DoorDashing. Like, after a while, you get tired of that, unless you just really love delivering people's food and dealing with shitty customers every now and then. I've done 4,000 deliveries, and I've only gotten maybe 5 weird customers that I was like, I really don't want to deliver your food or whatever it was I was delivering, because of the way they're acting. Out of 4,000 deliveries is crazy. I mean, so like, oh, thank you. He just totally just, well, they just ate a fucking bug that was like literally flying this way. So go, little red dragonfly, yay! But I just want you guys to be able to find that peace for yourself, and maybe like you can find peace through like your daily practices. Like, maybe every morning you need to like get up before everybody else does, and like have time for yourself, like an hour or maybe a half an hour, whatever you feel comfortable with doing, and of course, add to that or change it or whatever you need to do before everyone gets up. Have your own peace, have your coffee, your tea, or read or stare at the sunrise. I mean, don't stare at the sun, but look at the sunrise, or like breathe. Maybe do yoga, meditate. I meditate at least an hour. I don't know, at least 30 minutes every morning, but usually it's about an hour every morning. Like, as soon as I wake up, I lay in bed and I just relax and go right into meditation, just breathing, cutting cords, um, deep diving, and that brings me a lot of peace and joy, and it just like helps ease my mind so that I'm ready for the day. So that I'm like, instead of being like on my phone and seeing all these notifications and being like, oh shit, I gotta do this, I gotta reply to these people, I gotta do whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even been on my social media to reply to anybody today. I need to go do that after this video. But just like not being on your phone, like that can bring you peace. Like, because when you look at notifications, when you're on social media, you're getting other people's energy added onto yours. I'm gonna make an energy post one of these. We're gonna be talking about mind body connection probably next month. I'm not sure. Anyway, kindness. I talk about this in tomorrow's video. Oops, did I just give a little hint of how I do my videos? Anyway, but kindness and niceness are two different things, right? When you're kind, there are boundaries involved. There's truth, there's love behind it, You are essentially being honest with people and being truthful and being like, I guess, in a way, just. You're not, you're, and honestly, you deserve that too. Like, you deserve people being honest with you. You deserve people being, showing up for you with love and having boundaries with you and being honest and truthful. Like, and you deserve to have like that, like, kindness, that love, that softness to it, is that love, that abundance, that gratitude, is that softness to kindness, but the roughness to kindness is roughness, right? Is the boundaries, is the truth, regardless of how you feel, especially if someone asks you to keep them accountable. A lot of people get mad when you start keeping them accountable, but it's like, bro, you asked me to tell you if you're doing this thing or if you're not doing this thing, and I'm telling you and you're getting mad at me. What are we talking about? Um, but it's just showing up and doing those things. It's important. Um, to be kind and be kind to yourself too. Like, don't lie to yourself. Like, don't be nice to yourself. Don't, like, not have boundaries with yourself. Like, you need boundaries with yourself, because, like, your thoughts and your emotions, they don't dictate your life. If we're going to be honest here, some of them thoughts are not even yours. Some of those thoughts are other people's, and you need to, like, realize what thoughts are yours and what thoughts are not, and give time to the thoughts that are helping you and take time away from the thoughts that aren't. If you're telling yourself every day that I'm a suck, I'm a suck. I suck. I'm a piece of shit. Like, I'm this, I'm that. Don't give like time to those thoughts. Don't even, like, go down a spiral with them thoughts. Those thoughts don't deserve your energy, because all you're doing is giving energy to shit that, like, doesn't need energy, and you're just perpetuating it in your life. The things that you think about expand. The things that you don't think about diminish. That's true. It's the truth. And that's the truth for everything. Just like, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you don't think about those things, not that you sit there and force yourself not to think about those things, it's not possible. It's just a matter of rewriting that story so you're able to be like, okay, I see this thing came up. This is its name. Let's say all the negative thoughts, right? Let's just call them your evil twin self. Call them, my name is Jamila. Call him Evil Jamila. All right, Evil Jamila. Bye. I don't want to talk to you no more. You know what I mean? If your name's whatever, just you can use, or you can use whatever. You can give it a completely different name. You could be like Tony. Hey Tony, I don't like when you come and talk to me like that. Goodbye. See ya. You know. Sorry if your name is Tony. Sorry if my cousin Tony's watching this. I'm just kidding. But yeah, have that kindness for yourself. Like, be able to have them boundaries with yourself so that you can have kindness, because when you're able to do it for yourself, you're able to do it for other people. That's honestly the biggest reason why I said, like, these things, it's very important that you're able to do them for yourself. One, no one can take them away from you, and two, because then you can then express them to other people and show up for other people in the same ways. Abundance, right? Some people are going to be like, oh, abundance, oh, like money. Well, not exactly. So yes, money is a great example of having abundance. Abundance is something that you should definitely have for yourself. Abundance of love, joy, kindness, right? You can have abundance of wisdom. You can have abundance of spirituality, abundance of chores, abundance of just shit. You can have an abundance of all kinds of things. So, like, abundance doesn't only mean money, right? Abundance can mean a lot of different things. And honestly, like, who doesn't want an abundance of love? Who doesn't want an abundance of joy? Who doesn't want an abundance of peace? I love those things. I believe that I have an abundance of love and peace and joy within my own life. And the other things are coming, because as your internal world changes, your external world will eventually, change with it as well. And so, like, I know some things are coming. I can feel it in my gut. Like, I just feel like excited every day. Like, I feel like that feeling. If you've ever been on a roller coaster, maybe I don't know, I've never skydived before, but I'm assuming, the feeling of, like, before you do those things, it's like, I want to do that thing. I'm like, ah, it's you gotta work yourself up to it, but your gut the whole time is all like, you know what I mean? That's what I feel like. That's what I've been feeling like these days. So I know something's coming. Maybe you're watching this. Reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. You already know who you are. If you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, but yeah, having an abundance is an amazing thing, and you deserve abundance of everything, including money. And I talked about this on Monday, but having an abundance of money does not make you evil, does not make you bad, does not make you whatever. Like a lot of people are like, death to billionaires, death to millionaires, and it's like, okay, what are they doing with the money, right? Because it all depends on what they're doing with the money. If they're literally taking the money and doing heinous shit with it, I'm not saying kill them, but like, of course, no, they don't deserve money, because all they're gonna do is just spread more of that around, and we don't want that. We want people to be taken care of. We want people to be helped. We want to help people. Like, I'm sorry, like, what's the point of having all that money if you're not gonna help other people? Like, help yourself, of course, but like at some point, the money stops being something where you're like, oh my god, I have so much money. It just becomes like a thing. Well, if it's an thing, then use the money for other things. Like, let's talk about it. And like I also said on Monday, there's a saying that money doesn't make you anything. It just brings out more of what you really are, because it's an energy, it's a frequency. And when you have more of something, typically that just brings out more of your feelings towards that thing, if that makes sense. Um, in a way, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So just know, money is not evil, right? Money is not evil. It's what people do with it that makes it evil, unjust, or whatever. Um, so that's what I'm gonna say about abundance. And then ease. Like, you deserve an easy life. I'm not saying life is gonna be like, oh, I don't have to deal with hardship. I'm not gonna have to deal with arguments. I'm not gonna have to deal with whatever. No. I'm talking about, like, you're able to make a living, right? You're able to rest, you're able to have love, joy, peace, kindness, abundance, and like it comes to you with ease. Like, you are allowed to have that. You're allowed to have ease in your life. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a life that you don't have to struggle to get by. And we really shouldn't even be just getting by. We should be like experiencing life at its fullest. Getting by, scraping by, dragging, that's ass. I don't want that. Right now, that's what I'm doing because that's what I got. But you best believe Jamila is not going to be scraping by forever. Hell no. Hell no. I will not go back to that. Doing it now. I'm not going back to it. Um, so having ease, and then also like a creating ease in your life, you can do that through enforcing boundaries. When you know what you will and will not tolerate, it's a lot easier to be like, I don't want that, goodbye, and walk away from it or them. You might have to walk away from them and tell them, like, no more. I'm done. There's no more. No more. I'm not entertaining that anymore. There's no reason to. There isn't. Um, and the last thing I want to talk about, like, you're inherently worthy of all of this. You're worthy of it because you were born here to experience these things. Born here to experience love, joy, peace, kindness, abundance, ease. You are worthy of it. There's nothing that's making you unworthy. It's the thoughts of the limiting beliefs that you've been taught from childhood all the way up. Like, you've been taught. Some people were taught money's hard to come by. I know I was. I was taught money doesn't grow on trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. You can't just get paid to exist. What are you talking about, girl? Well, I found out, you can get paid to exist. Showing up authentically as yourself and doing what it is that you are good at, doing something that you know that will help other people, honestly, is like an automatic paycheck. I'm not getting paid for what I'm doing right now. No, but I have faith that I will be, because I need to build a library first. I need to build up resources first before I can really see a return on that. I can't just expect to be I can't just expect to like immediately make money on it. And also at the same time, like these blog posts, these YouTube videos, I don't want to charge anyone for them. This is really good information that people need to hear. What good would it do for me to limit people and people's access to these things? What is the point of that? There's no point of that. So so what I'm saying is like yes, there will be seasons where you'll have to not be paid for the things that you're passionate about, but if you're willing to do it for free, there's a high likelihood that you will be able to find people who want to pay you and will go out of their way to do so. And it's not a fairy tale. It's not something fake. That's not fake shit. That's real shit. It's true. Like I said, it hasn't been reflected in my life yet. Of course, I said earlier, I'll hear that person, let me know. But I know it will be because this is what I was meant to do. I'm meant to come and teach people. That's one of the things I know I was supposed to do. I've come to be led to wherever I need to be. And I'm here to do this. I'm here to teach you guys. I'm here to help you guys. I'm gonna lean into this camera because it's starting to get dark quick. Quick. Quack. And I want to help you guys. I want to teach you guys as much as I can, and I want to learn from you guys too, because like I've said before, like I don't know everything. I'm not going to claim to know everything. Like even my soul probably doesn't know everything. I don't think our souls know everything. They definitely know why we're here, what we're doing, and all those types of things. But I don't believe that we truly know everything, because there's things that it's just beyond. Like the creator, the energy that's created all of this, the person, or not I don't want to say person, but the being. I don't even want to say that either. Like the energy that created all this, that made this thing, tangible. Like this is, I mean, people made paper, but like the materials to make this, same for this mic and the wood, like cutting the wood up and stuff, and like where did the idea of the wood come from? Like who just trees, like grass. I mean, grass and trees are relatively new thing. Well, grass is relatively new things to this planet, but trees are pretty old. I'm off track, but what I'm saying is like there's a knowledge beyond us, and I truly believe that we may never know everything, and that's fine. But there's things that we can teach each other, that we can live better lives and live a more easy life, full of abundance, peace, kindness, love, and joy. Like, who doesn't want that? Like, do you not want that? I definitely want that. And I know that I'm worthy of it. Because there was a time where I felt like I wasn't worthy to be alive. I mean, that's kind of tough to hear, but I felt like I was not worthy to even be alive. And you might be feeling that way. And I would just really hope that you're able to do little things every day for yourself that bring you some joy and some peace, because you're worthy to be alive. You're worthy to be here. You were born here for a reason. And the reason may not be evident, and it may not be evident for years. But just know that you're here for a reason. Don't give up. It's okay. It really is okay to go through this, because when you get to the other side, you will help people who have been through it. Just like I'm doing right now. I have been through it. I've been there. I've been there. See this? This semicolon? I'm gonna change this to an infinity symbol. But this semicolon, I've been there. I multiple times have tried, but I kept hearing in the back of my mind, no, don't do it. And I'm glad that I listened, because I'm here now. And I'm able to share with people. I'm able to help people. And I know it doesn't feel like it, but I promise you it gets better. I really do. I don't even know if someone who has that kind of mindset is all the way at the end. Maybe you just skip to this part. It's meant for you to hear this. I'm just really passionate about people, and I just really don't want people to like lose to the thought of like I can't do it anymore. Like, come on. By come on, I mean like come on, like we got this. We can do this. It is completely possible. But yeah, a lot of this stuff also comes with learning to trust yourself. I know it can be hard when you doubt everything or doubt your entire life existence, but when you start to learn to trust yourself, especially like trusting your intuition, that gut feeling that like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this or maybe you should do something. When you start to learn to trust that, life becomes a lot easier and you're able to like get that abundance and ease in your life, and you feel more worthy because you're like, oh wow, I can actually trust myself. I can actually mm, what's the word I'm looking for? I can actually like feel no like trust myself. I can actually no, I don't know where I was going with that, but like you can actually like trust yourself to like make the right decisions and not like doubt yourself and like doubt everything that you think, and like actually able to live your life, because when you're doubting yourself constantly every single day, it is so difficult to just make a decision about what socks to wear, what clothes to wear, what to eat for breakfast. All that stuff is difficult when you don't trust yourself because you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, maybe I should ask this person, maybe I should ask this person, maybe none of that's necessary. Just put on the clothes, just eat the food, just do the thing, just make a decision and stick with it. Don't back down because you're just not sure. Um, but yeah, if you want more in depth and less chaotic information, you can find that in my blog post. It's in the description down below. That's titled Your Inherent Birthright, and you can find it on my website, AMindfulAdventure.live. Again, all this information will be below. I'll have my link tree down below so you can get to all of my social medias. I almost just said Insta. I have more than just Insta. All my social medias, and you can also get to the website from there, support me from there directly from that. And the website also has a support me thing and all that. And I just hope that you guys share and like this video with people who may find this video to be helpful. Um, I know this video is like was very I feel like this video was extremely chaotic compared to last week's video. But I just need to get myself out there. I just need to do the thing. I gotta do it even if I think it's not good enough, because someone else might find this extremely helpful. Extremely helpful. And I don't know who you are, but I'm glad that this helped you. So yeah, if you want less chaotic, more detailed, more in depth, go look at the blog post. Um, and yeah, it's in the description, link tree, like I said. And then I just hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. I promise to come next week with a more put together mess. I love you guys so very much. I really do. The 6 people that are subscribed to me, one of them's me. The 5 people that are subscribed to me, I love you guys with everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, seriously, and week. And whenever you see this video, it's for you. It's totally for you. I see you guys later. Bye.